The age of artificial intelligence, or AI, smart computer programs such as ChatGPT that can understand and generate human-like language have become the new industry standard. In this course, you'll learn more about ChatGPT, what it's used for, and some common terminology. To understand the AI language model that drives ChatGPT better, you'll explore the history of language models within the context of AI and uncover how ChatGPT differs from other language models. In addition, you'll explore key features of this technology and its various applications in real-world situations and business sectors. You'll also examine the potential benefits of ChatGPT, its limitations, and the ethical considerations surrounding its use. Finally, you'll evaluate the potential impact of ChatGPT on society and culture, and review best practices on how to use ChatGPT. What if your most tedious tasks at work could be done with machine-like precision, freeing you up to focus on the more challenging and fulfilling aspects of your job? Well, with ChatGPT and other AI tools like it, you can. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the development of computer systems that simulate human intelligence processes to perform tasks that once required human input. These tasks include visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and language understanding. AI has the potential to fundamentally transform various industries and improve our daily lives. Although it's a computer program, ChatGPT has the ability to understand and generate human-like language. This component of AI that makes quasi-natural interactions between people and machines possible is known as natural language processing, or NLP. NLP's prominent uses include powering customer service chatbots, along with AI algorithms and writing assistants. In recent years, the technology behind NLP has advanced rapidly, leading to significant improvements in its capabilities. A chatbot is a computer program designed to converse with humans through text or voice, simulating human-like conversation. Chatbots are used for various purposes, from customer support to personal assistance and entertainment. ChatGPT uses NLP along with a process known as machine learning, sometimes abbreviated to ML. Machine learning is a subset of AI that involves developing algorithms capable of learning from and making predictions based on data. By processing data and identifying patterns, ML models can adapt and iteratively improve their own performance without being explicitly programmed to do so. ML models do this through training, which is the process of teaching an ML model to improve its performance. By providing input data and adjusting the model's parameters to minimize errors, the model learns to make accurate predictions or decisions based on the data to which it has been exposed. Speaking of data, a dataset is a collection of data used to train or evaluate ML models. Datasets are typically divided into training, validation, and test sets. Training sets help the model learn patterns, while validation and test sets are used to assess the model's performance and generalization capabilities. So ML is how ChatGPT learns from its analysis of patterns in text data to understand human-given prompts and generate human-like responses, making it better at communicating with people. To enhance its machine learning further, ChatGPT employs a large language model, or LLM, which forms the basis for its ability to generate text-based responses. LLMs are trained on vast amounts of data and use deep learning techniques to understand and produce text that resembles what humans might write. Deep learning techniques use complex algorithms and neural networks, which are powerful computational models that mimic the human brain structure and functionality to learn patterns in data. A neural network consists of interconnected nodes or neurons organized in layers, which process and transmit information. Neural networks can learn complex patterns and are widely used in machine learning applications. So, deep learning is a subfield of machine learning focused on neural networks with many layers, known as deep neural networks. These networks can learn intricate patterns and representations from large amounts of data, enabling them to tackle complex tasks, such as image recognition. As part of ChatGPT's development, it was pre-trained on a large corpus of text, including news articles, books, and websites. Pre-training refers to the initial phase of training a language model like ChatGPT, where it learns general language understanding from large amounts of text data and allows the model to grasp grammar, syntax, and even some factual knowledge. So the pre-training process showed the model that ChatGPT is based on how to learn patterns in language and incorporates NLP, which lets it generate text that is indistinguishable from human writing. By providing an AI language model with access to additional datasets, it's even possible for businesses to fine-tune its ability to generate better output or responses. As the second stage of training, fine-tuning adapts the language model to perform specific tasks by training the model on a smaller, task-specific dataset. In doing so, helping it to generate more accurate and relevant responses in its target domain. ChatGPT is one model in a family of AI language models developed by OpenAI, a research organization that develops AI technologies, known as GPT, which stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. GPT's transformer architecture is a type of deep learning neural network that learns by tracking relationships in sequential data. It uses a mechanism called attention or self-attention to learn about context and meaning in data. It's the technology that powers ChatGPT, allowing it to understand, interpret, and generate human language, making it possible for computers to communicate with people using natural language. Because ChatGPT is designed for interactive and conversational use, it excels at understanding and generating or translating text or code, collating and summarizing large bodies of text, analyzing data, and much more. The development of this technology represents a significant breakthrough in natural language processing because it can generate responses to a wide variety of prompts. A prompt is the text input provided to a language model to initiate a response. By giving the model a starting point, the prompt guides the model to generate relevant and contextually appropriate output, whether it's answering a question or continuing a sentence. And a response, then, is the output generated by a language model in reaction to being given a prompt. Depending on the model's training and the provided prompt, the response can range from a single word to several paragraphs of text that maintain context and coherence. One more term that you'll maybe encounter as you learn more about ChatGPT and start working with it yourself is that of a token. Within the context of AI, a token is a unit of text, such as a word, word fragment, or character, that's used by language models for processing and generating text. Tokens are the building blocks that models like ChatGPT use to understand and create human-readable text based on input prompts. Despite its many capabilities, there are some common misconceptions about what ChatGPT is and what it can do that need to be cleared up. First, ChatGPT is not sentient. As an AI, it doesn't have emotions, motivations, or desires like humans do, and as such cannot perform any task that it's not been instructed on. Second, ChatGPT is not designed to replace human creativity, but can assist humans with tasks like content creation and customer service, thereby offering new possibilities across numerous domains. While it can generate human-like text and mimic the ability to create, ChatGPT lacks imagination and needs human oversight to perform well. In fact, ChatGPT is one instance of generative AI, which is a brand of artificial intelligence aimed at assisting humans with creating content, like text, images, or music, based on prompts that humans give it and its prior knowledge based on the data it was trained on. Third, ChatGPT is not a threat to humanity. AI can only do what it's been programmed to do. Despite some fears of machines taking over human directives, ChatGPT and other AI technologies are tools created by humans to assist us in our daily lives. Now, let's explore the timeline of ChatGPT's development a bit more. In May 2020, OpenAI released GPT-3, the first publicly accessible version of its language model that could generate human-like text in response to prompts. This marked a significant breakthrough in AI language processing. Then, in January 2021, OpenAI released an extension of GPT-3 called InstructGPT, designed for instruction-based tasks. InstructGPT uses a reinforcement learning algorithm known as reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF, to learn how to interpret and follow natural language instructions. This algorithm uses human feedback to improve its responses over time, and is used by ChatGPT to learn how to generate more engaging and natural-sounding conversational responses. ChatGPT was released in November 2022. It is another extension of GPT-3, but designed for conversational applications. In addition to RLHF, ChatGPT incorporates a set of safety features designed to prevent the model from generating harmful or biased language. ChatGPT can, for instance, detect and avoid generating text that promotes hate speech or misinformation. In the context of AI, bias refers to unwanted or unfair inclinations in a model's output, typically due to historical biases in the data that a model was trained on. Because bias can lead to unfair or offensive responses, it's essential to screen data carefully when training an AI model. Then, in March 2023, OpenAI released ChatGPT-4, which enhances several of its predecessor GPT's functions. Notably, ChatGPT-4 allows for much larger contexts, which enables users to create significantly longer prompts and allows ChatGPT to remember more of a conversation thread. Let's now explore some of the main advantages of ChatGPT. ChatGPT has the potential to revolutionize the way we communicate with machines, making interactions more natural and seamless, and improving the overall user experience. It can create text that is not only grammatically correct, but also contextually relevant and engaging, making ChatGPT ideal for a wide range of applications. Another advantage is its ability to generate text in multiple languages. This is particularly useful in global business contexts, where communication in different languages is essential. ChatGPT can overcome language barriers, allowing machines to communicate effectively across different cultures and languages. This is made possible by training the model on large datasets of multilingual text, allowing it to learn patterns in different languages and respond to prompts in those languages. And lastly, ChatGPT produces text quickly and efficiently. It requires less training time than its traditional predecessors, and its superior speed and efficiency make it ideal for use in real-time applications, such as chatbots, where quick response times are critical. Overall, ChatGPT's use of advanced learning algorithms make it a versatile tool that has the potential to transform and revolutionize the way we interact with machines and generate and consume text. Artificial intelligence has become ubiquitous, seamlessly integrating into various aspects of our daily lives. However, this was not always the case. In the early days of computing, AI was merely a concept, an ambitious goal that researchers and scientists aspired to achieve. Bringing AI to the forefront of technology like it is today has taken decades of dedicated research, breakthroughs in algorithms, and the exponential growth of computing power. Let's briefly explore the history of AI language models. Language models are a type of AI that focus on predicting or generating human language, whereas AI is a broader term that encompasses various approaches to creating intelligent systems, of which language models is but one example. Early research and development in the 1950s marked the start of the exploration for natural language processing, or NLP, and language models, which work together in the context of AI to enable machines to interpret human language. So the focus was on developing algorithms and techniques for processing and understanding natural language, in order to create models that could simulate human-like language understanding and generation. Another area of focus in the early research was machine translation, where researchers explored techniques for translating text from one language to another. However, because there wasn't sufficient training data, that is, a large enough dataset, or computing power to process it. Early machine translation models were limited and couldn't handle the complexity of natural language. These language models' limitations included the inability to manage complex sentence structures, ambiguous language, and context-dependent meaning. Then, during the 1990s to the 2000s, significant advancements were made to language models, which led to improvements in the field of natural language processing. A key development was the emergence of deep learning and neural networks, which revolutionized NLP. Deep learning uses complex algorithms and neural networks, which are powerful computational models that mimic the human brain's structure and functionality to detect patterns in data. These techniques allowed for more complex and sophisticated models that could learn and represent the structure of language more accurately. Researchers also developed improved algorithms for text generation and sentiment analysis around this time, which allowed language models to accurately identify human emotion nuance in text. These advancements were driven by the availability of large datasets that could be used to train the models, and the development of more sophisticated deep learning algorithms. In turn, this led to the development of enhanced language models, such as recurrent neural networks, or RNNs, and long short-term memory, or LSTM. RNNs are artificial neural networks that use sequential data or time series data. Their ability to remember previous inputs allows them to learn over time and recognize patterns. Typically used for tasks like language translation, speech recognition, and image captioning, these models were able to capture the dependencies between words and sentences and generate more fluent and coherent language. They also laid the groundwork for the development of even more advanced language models in the following decades. LSTM models, with their increased memory capability, performed well at tasks like classification, machine translation, and speech activity control. Then, in the 2010s and early 2020s, development and deployment of large language models, or LLMs, took place. These models were trained on massive amounts of text data and use cutting-edge deep learning algorithms. Widely used today, LLMs are able to complete various language tasks, such as translation and summarization, with remarkable accuracy and efficiency. ChatGPT's transformer architecture that gives it the ability to understand and generate human-like language is a noteworthy recent development. Its attention mechanism allows it to work with complex inputs, examining their composite parts and assessing the relative importance of each to inform its predictions. These algorithms have enabled the creation of models with hundreds of millions or even billions of parameters, leading to unprecedented performance on language tasks. The ability to pre-train LLMs on massive amounts of text data allows them to learn the structure and patterns of language, which enables the models to be fine-tuned for specific tasks and domains. GPT-3 and BERT, which is short for bidirectional encoder representations from transformers, are two well-known large language models, introduced by OpenAI and Google respectively. These models have been able to achieve impressive results, proving the potential of LLMs to revolutionize the field. Current and future applications of language models show the potential for AI to transform various fields. Let's take a look at how the evolution of language models might impact society in the present and future. Language models have already been applied in numerous roles, such as customer service, chatbots, machine translation, and sentiment analysis. These applications have shown promising results and have the potential to improve efficiency and accuracy in various industries, from education to healthcare to finance and more. Ongoing research and development will lead to the creation of more advanced language models with expanded capabilities. For example, models like GPT-4 are already capable of generating coherent and realistic language, and future models are expected to push the boundaries of what these models can do. With the development of more sophisticated language models, there is the potential for AI to revolutionize the way computers process language, enabling machines to understand and respond to natural language in a way that was previously impossible. Within the context of artificial intelligence, the future is here with computer programs like ChatGPT, having the ability to understand and generate text that is eerily human-like. By means of an AI-driven large language model, or LLM, and deep learning algorithms that lend it the ability to notice intricate patterns and relationships from large amounts of data, ChatGPT is at the forefront of human-AI interaction. But what sets ChatGPT apart from other language models, and why is it considered one of the most advanced LLMs in the world? Well, ChatGPT is powered by transformer architecture that employs a self-attention mechanism, which is designed to track the interrelatedness of tokens in sequential data. This makes ChatGPT particularly suited to processing and generating text, since the patterns that exist in language syntax are intrinsically sequential. Other language models, like the Recurrent Neural Network, or RNN, use different architectures that aren't optimized for sequential data processing. Another key difference between ChatGPT and other language models is the size of the model. Measured in terms of the number of parameters that a model has, the numerical values that determine the size of the model also affect its behavior. In this respect, GPT-4 is a truly large model, capable of processing vast amounts of data and generating high-quality responses. In comparison, other language models may have only a fraction of the parameters, limiting their ability to process data and generate responses with any accuracy. ChatGPT was pre-trained on a massive corpus of text data, which means it has already been taught to recognize patterns in text and generate responses based on that knowledge. This pre-training affords ChatGPT the ability to generate accurate, human-like responses as its operating standard, compared to other language models that may need to be fine-tuned for such a task. As with other LLMs, ChatGPT can be fine-tuned or trained additionally to provide better responses for a particular context. The difference here is that this fine-tuning can be done with much larger datasets than many other models. An implementation of OpenAI's GPT model, which stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, ChatGPT is designed to understand language and produce conversational text responses, making it well-suited to human-AI interactions. ChatGPT has several key features that shape it into a powerful tool for natural language processing, the component of AI that makes quasi-natural interactions between people and machines possible. These include the use of the GPT-4 model, which is an enhancement on the basic GPT model, and has over 1 trillion parameters, along with the ability to learn from massive text datasets due to its transformer architecture. GPT-4 functions quickly and efficiently. Its versatility allows it to perform a wide range of tasks, and its responses tend to be more accurate than other language models. Its size makes ChatGPT a large language model in the truest sense, one of the largest currently available. Its size is a result of pre-training the model on vast amounts of text data, which allowed it to learn patterns and relationships between words and phrases that are difficult to capture with smaller models. ChatGPT has been pre-trained on data from various sources, like books, articles, and websites. The large number of parameters used also allows the model to capture complex relationships between words and the context in which they are used, resulting in more accurate and human-like text generation. However, the large size of ChatGPT does require significant computational resources to train and use, which may limit its application in some cases. One key feature of ChatGPT is its adaptability. Because the underlying transformer architecture is designed to learn iteratively from large amounts of text data to build a knowledge base that's constantly growing, ChatGPT is very responsive to data and user interactions. It's able to understand natural language, recognize patterns, and generate context-appropriate responses that seem human-created. The model's flexibility and versatility make it useful for tasks like question answering and sentiment analysis, which is gauging the emotional nuance embedded in language. It can adapt to different language styles, dialects, and formats, making it ideal for applications across different languages and cultures. It can also be fine-tuned for specific use cases, enabling it to be customized for a particular application or domain. Not only can ChatGPT take user input and generate high-quality output, it's also optimized for speed and efficiency, enabling it to respond quickly in near real time. However, its speed does depend on factors like the complexity of the language processing task, the length of the input text, the computational power of the hardware, and the number of concurrent users or the level of activity on the system at any given time. ChatGPT's speed and efficiency make the model suitable for a wide range of language processing tasks, including chatbots, language translation, and text summarization. So, compared to earlier generative AI models, ChatGPT can generate responses with a higher degree of accuracy, and it is able to learn from text data and recognize patterns, thanks to the large data set that it was pre-trained on. And the design of its underlying transformer architecture gives it the ability to process and understand language almost on par with humans, even when dealing with relatively complex or nuanced language. ChatGPT is a versatile technology that has a wide range of possible applications across industries and business domains. In this topic, we'll explore some of its common use cases. ChatGPT's ability to process and generate natural language has opened a myriad of content creation possibilities, from drafting business presentations, reports, and summaries to automating email responses. The AI tool can easily be used to change the tone or wording of text. Within the realm of sales and marketing, ChatGPT can create engaging content, be it advertising copy, technical sales data, or product user guides and training materials. In addition, it's able to generate one-of-a-kind, engaging, and shareable social media posts that are relevant to a particular topic or theme. And ChatGPT can assist in creating interview questions that are targeted to jobs, industries, or organizational philosophies. One of the most popular use cases for ChatGPT is in the development of AI-driven chatbots for numerous scenarios, including sales, customer experience enhancement, or employee feedback and support systems. Chatbots can be used to help potential customers understand product specifications, elaborate on purchase options or processes, and help individuals choose products that meet their specific needs and budgets. They can be set up to provide existing customers with first-line after-sales or troubleshooting support. Companies have deployed chatbots for many situations where employees need specific information or answers to questions. Examples include providing self-service human resource functions for onboarding new hires, guiding employees through company policies or procedures, and enabling employee searches of databanks, as well as answering questions about the company's private intellectual property. As a powerful machine translation tool, ChatGPT can be employed to automate the translation of text accurately at speed, from and to just about any language. This ability makes it a potentially useful tool in the global business landscape, so people who speak different languages can communicate with one another. In the realm of data analytics, the power of ChatGPT really shines. Its ability to quickly analyze, summarize, and identify trends in datasets of just about any form or size creates great potential in many domains. In sales or marketing, it can be used to analyze customer feedback and behavior. And in terms of improving organizational operations, it can be used to identify anomalies, defects, errors, and efficiencies in production data. ChatGPT's ability to compare and identify trends in large bodies of text makes it an ideal tool for conducting comparative document analysis too. With human oversight, legal departments can use the AI to quickly and accurately summarize and highlight changes in or provide answers to questions about large volumes of legal and regulatory documents. In the finance sector, ChatGPT can be leveraged to perform trend analysis on market data, helping organizations better understand market trends, make more accurate predictions, and ultimately make better, faster, data-driven decisions. When its data analytics abilities are combined with predictive modeling techniques, ChatGPT becomes a powerful tool for research and development. In the field of research, developers are increasingly using it to rapidly formulate new drugs and treatments with human oversight. ChatGPT is gaining traction in the scientific community, largely for its ability to analyze large amounts of research data and publications that allow researchers to identify patterns and trends that might not be immediately apparent otherwise. Due to its ability to generate hypotheses and design experiments to test them, ChatGPT is helping to speed up the research process by suggesting new avenues for investigation and reducing the time and resources needed to conduct research or come up with potential solutions to problems. By providing a common language and a shared understanding of the research, ChatGPT can help break down communication barriers too, and foster partnerships and promote teamwork among multicultural research groups comprising members from diverse backgrounds. In the sphere of software development, ChatGPT is a powerhouse. With its knack for languages, it's adept at computer programming languages, meaning ChatGPT can generate or translate code as well as it interprets written or spoken text. From generating simple macros or scripts to automating tasks in spreadsheets, from generating routines in Python to performing complex tasks, or even translating code that was written in legacy programming languages to newer formats. ChatGPT makes rapid development and scaling of applications possible. OpenAI's Application Programming Interface, or API, lets developers add any of ChatGPT's capabilities to applications, providing the automation of any task that GPT performs. For example, ChatGPT's translation capabilities could be added to email applications to automatically translate messages into a user's preferred language. Indeed, the translation of any text can be automated. Real-time data can be passed to ChatGPT for automated analysis or summarization too. In addition to these commercial use cases, ChatGPT can also be useful to augment human creativity. Its ability to generate creative and thought-provoking pieces of literature and poetry can be used for a variety of purposes, or as a starting point for creative exploration. By analyzing patterns and themes in existing music, ChatGPT can provide suggestions for pieces of music or lyrics, for example. This means it can assist in music composition by providing suggestions or ideas in response to user prompts. This list is by no means exhaustive. New use cases that leverage the powerful capabilities of this tremendously powerful technology are being found every day. Generative AI tools such as ChatGPT have practical applications across various domains. They are used to automate tedious tasks, simplify complex design processes, enhance customer experiences, and provide valuable insights in fields like medicine and research. Let's now take a closer look at a few specific applications of this technology in real-world sectors and scenarios. In the finance industry, ChatGPT can be used to automate various tasks, such as data entry, report generation, data analysis, and predictive modeling. By providing organizations with accurate analysis of real-time information, they're able to make data-driven decisions and respond rapidly to market changes. By analyzing financial data, ChatGPT can identify patterns that may not be immediately apparent to human analysts. Overall, ChatGPT has the potential to streamline operations in the financial industry, reduce errors, and improve the accuracy of predictions. In the retail industry, ChatGPT can be used to provide quick and accurate responses to customer inquiries. With its ability to provide relevant and helpful responses to customer queries, ChatGPT reduces the need for human intervention, while helping organizations improve customer service and reduce wait times. ChatGPT can also be used to personalize customer experiences by performing analysis of customer data and providing tailored recommendations accordingly. Analyzing customer purchase history and browsing behavior can produce product suggestions that are more likely to match customer needs, increasing the likelihood of a purchase. Particularly valuable for reducing the manual labor required for tedious or labor-intensive tasks, government agencies are increasingly turning to ChatGPT to automate administrative tasks, such as data entry and report generation. Because ChatGPT can be fine-tuned with large volumes of data, it's able to learn patterns and relationships in data and then use this knowledge to automate various tasks. As a result, government employees are freed up to focus on more valuable and complex work, such as analyzing data and making strategic decisions, leading to more efficient and effective government operations. ChatGPT can also help reduce errors and increase the accuracy of administrative tasks, resulting in smoother operations. In the healthcare sector, ChatGPT can be used to analyze patient records and medical literature to assist medical professionals with identifying potential diagnoses and treatments. It can provide suggestions and recommendations for healthcare providers, enabling them to make more informed decisions. ChatGPT can also be used to generate patient-facing educational materials and resources. By analyzing and synthesizing medical information, ChatGPT can create materials that are tailored to a patient's specific needs and knowledge level, making it easier for patients to understand their health conditions and treatments. ChatGPT can also help reduce the workload for administrative staff in healthcare and improve the overall efficiency of healthcare operations if providers use ChatGPT to automate administrative tasks. It can assist in scheduling appointments, managing prescription refills, and providing answers to frequently asked questions, for example. In education, ChatGPT can be used to develop interactive and engaging learning materials for students. With its ability to create personalized learning experiences, the content and format of educational content can be tailored to students' specific needs and learning styles. ChatGPT can also be used to generate quizzes and assessments for evaluating student knowledge. By analyzing existing educational materials and creating questions based on that information, it can provide teachers with a tool for assessing students' understanding of key concepts. Finally, the technology can also provide language translation and other language services for multilingual students. By processing text and speech in multiple languages, ChatGPT can help students who are not fluent in the language of instruction to understand and engage with educational content. This can be particularly helpful in diverse classroom settings, where students may have varying levels of proficiency in a particular language. As the ChatGPT technology continues to evolve and improve, it is expected that more innovative and impactful uses will emerge in the future, especially in areas such as natural language processing, machine learning, and data analytics. Ultimately, the potential for ChatGPT to learn, reason, and communicate like a human presents a range of possibilities for future applications that can benefit individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. ChatGPT offers significant advantages across various business functions. For example, to enhance productivity, automate tasks, deliver personalized experiences, or drive innovation. Let's now explore some of these benefits of leveraging ChatGPT's abilities to businesses, customers, employees, and society. Organizations can use ChatGPT's ability to perform routine tasks quickly and accurately to streamline their business processes. This potentially creates significant savings in time and money for businesses, and frees up employees to focus on tasks that do require a human touch. For example, ChatGPT chatbots can quickly and accurately respond to commonly asked customer inquiries about products, services, billing, and account management, freeing up customer service representatives to focus on more important or complicated customer issues. Customers are able to quickly obtain automated answers to their more routine questions, and know that a service representative will be available to respond to more complex questions that require critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Businesses are also better able to gain valuable insights into customer needs, preferences, and behavioral trends by using ChatGPT to analyze customer interactions, feedback, choices, and behavior. A sound understanding of customers enables businesses to improve their products and services, identify areas for improvement, and develop new offerings that meet the needs of customers. This can also enable businesses to develop more targeted and effective marketing campaigns that resonate with their target audience, which can lead to increased customer satisfaction, brand loyalty, and ultimately, improved business performance. In addition to the efficiencies created by using ChatGPT to automate tasks like gathering and analyzing or summarizing large amounts of data from multiple sources, organizations are able to reduce the risk of errors that may occur when such tasks are performed manually. This is a particularly useful benefit for businesses that regularly process large amounts of data. And again, it enables organizations to optimize their employees' time by freeing individuals up to focus on higher-level tasks. Businesses that regularly need to produce large amounts of written content, such as marketing agencies or news organizations, can reduce time and cost through ChatGPT's ability to quickly generate content that is structured, well-organized, and informative. This can provide significant benefits to corporations and small businesses alike, or those with limited budgets or human resources. ChatGPT can even be trained on a specific brand voice and tone, which can help to ensure brand consistency across all of an organization's public communications, marketing content, articles, blog posts, website content, and social media updates. In turn, this can lead to increased customer engagement and loyalty, improved search engine optimization, and overall brand reputation. ChatGPT's capacity for real-time language translation can provide numerous benefits to businesses too. It can overcome language barriers and facilitate rapid and accurate communication with customers or partners in different countries or regions, helping businesses create new partnerships or expand into global markets. This means businesses that operate in multiple countries or that have multilingual customers can use ChatGPT to communicate with their customers in their native language, resulting in improved customer engagement and satisfaction, customer loyalty and retention, and increased sales revenue. While the benefits are significant, it's important to remember that ChatGPT must be used responsibly. It's a powerful tool, but it's not infallible and has some limitations, which we'll explore in the next video. Generative AI models such as ChatGPT can generate impressive outputs. They are not infallible. The models can sometimes generate incorrect or false information, which necessitates human oversight and validation. Businesses and individuals should therefore use ChatGPT thoughtfully and with an understanding of its limitations to mitigate potential risks and maximize on its benefits. Let's now explore the limitations of ChatGPT in more detail. ChatGPT performs best when tasked with generating relatively small chunks of content, such as summaries and succinct explanations. It is not well suited to producing long-form content or content with complex structural requirements, such as training materials that need to introduce complex concepts in a progressive and logical way, or narratives that require creative depth, such as a novel. In addition, the technology is prone to what's referred to as hallucinations, where it confidently generates plausible responses to a prompt that are inaccurate, misleading, or irrelevant. Typically, this occurs when the prompt lacks clarity or context, or concerns information that the model has not been explicitly trained on or does not have access to. There is, as of yet, no inbuilt mechanism to signal confabulated content to the user or challenge the result. ChatGPT may also struggle to maintain a high standard of writing, even when generating relatively simple content. Written content can be repetitive or contain grammatical or spelling errors, so thorough review and validation is still needed. Responses from ChatGPT may indicate a lack of common sense. This is because the AI model doesn't have the same level of contextual knowledge and ability for complex understanding as humans do. So ChatGPT isn't able to interpret the subtleties of human communication, such as tone or emotion. As a result, its responses may occasionally be inappropriate or nonsensical, particularly in complex or nuanced situations. For example, it may misinterpret the intent behind a statement or fail to understand the broader context of a conversation. To obtain the best results, ChatGPT needs to be fine-tuned. While it's a versatile tool to fulfill specialized roles or functions, the model must be trained with context-specific data and prompts. However, this training is a complicated process and may require a significant investment of time and resources. The computational costs and power requirements of running ChatGPT are relatively high too, and high demand for the service occasionally slows its response times. Together, these factors may limit the practical feasibility of using the technology. With no guarantee of the reliability of the data used by ChatGPT and little visibility around inputs and operations used in its development, organizations need to take steps to mitigate potential risks posed by its use. This involves identifying principles and practices for responsible AI use and accountability within organizations, and implementing systems to review AI output. Organizations should also be aware of the model's vulnerability to misuse, understanding that it may follow instructions that have the potential to cause real-world harm. ChatGPT's core functionality relies on collecting and dispensing data, so any sensitive or personal data entered into the model could be retained indefinitely and used without the person's knowledge or consent, compromising their privacy. For organizations, this could result in leaks of new products or prototypes if the model is used for troubleshooting purposes during the product development phase. Users should be aware that current laws and legislation governing online privacy and safety may not apply to AI systems. Like any powerful technology, ChatGPT comes with ethical implications too. For example, the technology could be used to spread misinformation or manipulate public opinion, which could have serious social or political consequences. There's also a risk that the technology could be used to automate tasks that should best be performed by humans, such as drafting legal briefs or making medical diagnoses, which could have negative impacts on employment and people's well-being. ChatGPT is only as good as the data on which it was pre-trained and refined, so any systemic biases in the training data could be perpetuated in its responses. For example, racial, political, gender, or more subtle prejudices in any training data may result in responses that are offensive or discriminatory. OpenAI has included safeguards and filters in GPT-4 against biases in both the prompts and responses. But it is still important to carefully consider the training data you use and ensure that it is as free from bias as possible. While ChatGPT has many benefits, it's important to carefully consider the implications of its use and take steps to ensure that ChatGPT is used responsibly and for the benefit of society. OpenAI is aware of the limitations of this technology and continues to make improvements with each new release. ChatGPT is undoubtedly a powerful tool that has the potential to fundamentally change many aspects of our lives. But as the adage goes, with great power comes great responsibility, and ChatGPT is no exception. There are several ethical implications that must be considered when using ChatGPT. First, its use must be guided by ethical principles such as transparency, fairness, and accountability. In addition, users must be made aware that despite appearances, they are interacting with an AI language model and that they understand its limitations. It's also important to ensure that the responses generated by ChatGPT are fair and unbiased, and that the model is not used to propagate misinformation or discrimination. As discussed previously, ChatGPT's responses depend not only on the prompts it's given, but also on the data it's trained on. So if training data is biased or discriminatory, it's likely that the model's responses will be too. It's therefore crucial that organizations are aware of the potential for bias in training data and take steps to mitigate the problem by ensuring that training data is carefully selected, diversified, and cleaned before use. Second, the use of ChatGPT should never compromise privacy or data security. Because ChatGPT requires access to very large amounts of data, which can potentially include personal and sensitive information, it's essential to ensure that this data is collected and stored in a secure and ethical manner. In addition, people must have control over how their data is used and shared. This responsibility rests with the organizations that use ChatGPT, who must take appropriate measures to protect data from unauthorized access or misuse. Users of generative AI technologies like ChatGPT should also be mindful of the intellectual property questions that its use raises. For example, when this technology produces a new idea or design for a product based on a prompt from a user, who can lay claim to it? Or what happens when ChatGPT plagiarizes a source in its training data? Debates, and in some cases legal action around these kinds of questions abound, and guidelines around best practices are slowly emerging. While ChatGPT is designed to assist with decision-making, humans remain responsible for making decisions, and ultimately must account for ChatGPT's outcomes. As such, there is a need for transparency and oversight in its use to ensure that decisions made with ChatGPT's assistance align with ethical and moral standards. So it's paramount to carefully consider the inputs and outputs of the AI technology and check that its recommendations aren't biased, unsafe, inaccurate, or unethical. Since AI systems have the potential to influence decision-making, impact privacy and security, perpetuate biases, this raises concerns about accountability. Without proper guardrails, the application of AI in various industries can result in unintended consequences and harm to individuals and society as a whole. While OpenAI has built automatic guardrails into recent versions of ChatGPT, their effectiveness is unclear. So ethical guardrails must therefore be implemented in the way it's used to address the ethical challenges and risks associated with this technology. This includes obtaining informed consent, anonymizing confidential data, and securely storing and transmitting sensitive information. But guidelines should also be added to validate the AI's results and ensure there's an extra layer of accountability. Being aware of the ethical considerations surrounding the application of ChatGPT and having guardrails in place to safeguard its application are key to ensure that the technology is used responsibly, safely, and ethically. ChatGPT and other generative AI technologies have the potential to impact society and culture profoundly. Their ability to complete a variety of tasks automatically and with unprecedented speed and accuracy can help us all be more efficient, reduce our workloads, and allow us to devote time to tasks that are most important. These technologies can help inspire innovative ideas, assist with designing new products and services, or push the boundaries of artistic expression. Tools like ChatGPT hold the promise of improving human-AI communication and interpersonal human collaboration alike, bringing people from disparate cultures and languages together. ChatGPT has the potential to affect people in both positive and negative ways. As stated before, the potential for the inadvertent perpetuation of bias and discrimination due to flaws in input data is a significant concern. ChatGPT may learn and reproduce problematic patterns from the data on which it's trained. There is also a risk of the model being used for nefarious purposes, such as spreading misinformation or conducting phishing attacks, which can have serious negative consequences for individuals and society. Finally, the potential for job displacement and economic hardship resulting from the automation of tasks with ChatGPT is a concern shared by many, as it may lead to inequality and social unrest. On the positive side, it can create new forms of art and entertainment, such as AI-generated music, writing, and visual art. It could also be used to preserve and promote cultural heritage, by automatically translating texts or preserving endangered languages. However, there is a concern that these technologies could lead to a homogenization of culture, as the same models and algorithms are used across different regions and cultures. Moreover, there are concerns that ChatGPT is contributing to the spread of fake news and misinformation, and the potential this has for affecting cultural values and beliefs. So while the excitement over the potential for ChatGPT and similar technologies to revolutionize our lives is warranted, caution is required. A key aspect of using generative AI models such as ChatGPT optimally involves knowing how to prompt it. So, let's explore, by means of a demonstration, how to go about creating effective prompts for AI. To get started, open a web browser on your computer or mobile device and navigate to chat.openai.com. Once there, sign in to your OpenAI account or register a new account if you don't already have one. For the purposes of this demo, we have an account that uses the paid subscription service of ChatGPT called ChatGPT Plus. Alternatively, there is a free service that has some limitations. Notably, you may not be able to access ChatGPT at times of peak demand on the service. The sidebar, located to the left of the interface, contains the New Chat button, which initiates a new conversation with ChatGPT. This sidebar also displays a list of previous conversations with ChatGPT, arranged by date. This conversation history records past interactions between the user and the AI, including all instances of the user's prompts or questions and the AI's responses, in a sort of question-answer format. The sidebar can also be used to access your user account settings or to log out. Now, as step 1, you need to choose a topic for your prompt. For this demo, let's choose Introducing ChatGPT to Beginners. For step 2, you must determine the context of your prompts. That is, the specific situation or environment in which the prompts will be used. In this case, the context is an introductory course on ChatGPT. The context is crucial because it helps guide the prompt's direction and focus. Since we're targeting beginners in this demo, we want to make sure our prompts get ChatGPT to generate simple, straightforward, and easy-to-understand responses. We also want to ensure that the prompts focus on basic concepts and practical applications of ChatGPT, as that is what beginners are likely to be most interested in. Once you have the context, you're ready to write your first prompt. A prompt is a piece of text typically phrased as a question or instruction, given or input in the AI model, ChatGPT in this instance, asking or telling it to generate a suitable response. When a user inputs a prompt, the language model uses its internal algorithms and pre-training to create a response that it deems most relevant to the prompt it was given. The response can be anything from a simple one-word answer to a lengthy and complex passage of text, depending on the context. Prompts are essential to using a language model like ChatGPT, as they allow users to interact with the model and receive output based on their input. To give an input, you type your prompt into the text box at the bottom of the screen. For the purposes of this demonstration, we'll input, "What is ChatGPT and how can it be used in real-world applications?" You then click the Send Message icon to submit your question or instruction. It typically takes a few seconds for the response to load fully, during which time you have the option of using the Stop Generating button to pause the output. Depending on the context, ChatGPT's responses can be lengthy and may take time to complete. So this gives you the option to stop generating an output if your question has already been answered, or if you'd like to regenerate another answer to the same prompt. If you click the Stop Generating button, it gets replaced by the Regenerate button. Once you receive a response, ChatGPT provides you with 3 options in a toolbar on the top right. You can copy the text to the clipboard, as well as provide additional positive or negative feedback about the response to ChatGPT. Clicking the clipboard icon copies the generated output instance to the clipboard. Choosing one of the 2 feedback options, as either thumbs up or thumbs down, opens a text field in which you can add more specific information about the quality or helpfulness of the provided response. Positive feedback tells the AI what types of responses are effective, while negative feedback can help it identify problems and, in so doing, future responses. This iterative type of feedback data is invaluable for improving AI systems like ChatGPT, as it provides real-world insights into how the system is performing. Developers are using feedback to train and refine the AI, with the goal of continually improving its accuracy and usefulness. Returning to our prompt, let's now refine the prompt to make it more effective. Refining a prompt means improving or adjusting it within the context of what's needed to generate better or more relevant responses from a language model such as ChatGPT. Refining prompts is a continuous process that may require multiple adjustments and testing to achieve the desired outcome. To try and make our prompt more specific, let's prompt ChatGPT in the text input box at the bottom of the screen with, "What are some practical use cases of ChatGPT in industries such as finance and healthcare?" Once again, the results could take a second or two to load until fully generated. This time, however, note that ChatGPT has a more nuanced and refined response. This is due to our more specific prompt. Next, let's try and make our prompt more engaging. So we'll prompt ChatGPT with, "Imagine you are a healthcare provider. How can ChatGPT be used to improve patient care and outcomes?" What makes this prompt more engaging is that it takes the original prompt, adds the specificity of a second prompt to it, and then adds more context, making the resulting output more interesting. And there you have it, how to create your first effective prompts in ChatGPT. We'll help you understand how different types of prompts can yield different responses from ChatGPT. Make sure you have access to the ChatGPT web interface by visiting chat.openai.com. Once you're ready, let's begin with step 1, choosing a topic. For this demo, let's choose the topic of ChatGPT's impact on business communication. We will create 3 different styles of prompts to see how ChatGPT responds to each. First, type the following prompts into the text input box at the bottom of your screen, one at a time. Prompt A. Let's start with a general prompt. How does ChatGPT impact business communication? It will take a few seconds for the results to load. As you can see, ChatGPT does its best to answer the prompt, but because it is lacking specificity and context, the response is somewhat general and bland. Prompt B. Now let's try a more specific prompt. What are the benefits of using ChatGPT for customer support in a business setting? Once again, it takes a few seconds for the results to load. In this prompt, we are being more specific and adding some context, which gives ChatGPT more to work with and leads to a richer response. Prompt C. Finally, let's try a creative prompt. Imagine you are the CEO of a company. Write a short internal memo on the advantages of implementing ChatGPT for business communication. It takes a few additional moments for the results to load, as the response is more detailed. This prompt certainly has more specificity, but it's much more effective due to its rich context, which allows ChatGPT to output a very targeted and clear response in a very usable format. After you've entered each prompt and received the responses from ChatGPT, take some time to analyze the differences in the responses. For example, notice how the general prompt may yield a broader response, while the specific prompt generates a more focused response. The creative prompt, on the other hand, encourages the model to think outside the box and provide an imaginative response. Compare the responses from the 3 prompts and evaluate which one best meets your needs or goals for the information you're seeking. Understanding how to frame your prompts effectively can help you get more accurate and relevant information from ChatGPT. Let's review what you've learned in this course. As an artificial intelligence language model developed by OpenAI, ChatGPT is capable of generating text in response to prompts. Its purpose is to provide a platform for natural language processing, which is the ability of a computer to understand and generate human-like language. While it shares the same history of other AI language models, there are key features of ChatGPT that sets it apart. Its ability to generate personalized responses makes it a valuable tool for businesses and individuals alike. ChatGPT can be used in real-world applications, from chatbots and virtual assistants to content creation and language translation. Despite the potential benefits of using this model, such as increased efficiency, enhanced customer experiences, and improved productivity, ChatGPT has limitations, including an inability to create original ideas or think creatively like humans can. There are also ethical issues around the use of ChatGPT. These include issues related to bias, privacy, and security, which organizations and individuals must consider when using AI technologies responsibly. Coming up in the next course, we'll take a look at how to master ChatGPT prompts.